Welcome back to Organist Launchpad. In this section, I'll be talking about job and interview tips for organists. The same principles that we were talking about in competitions, whether it be your musicianship, showing your most authentic artistic voice, and the hard work that you put in, also applies to any auditions or job interviews that you have. You want to get your resume in order, and you want to have it reviewed by musicians and non-musicians. Keep in mind that a hiring committee at a church might not even have a single professional musician. Those professionals will be able to review your resume and they'll have a different perspective on everything, which will be very valuable for your resume. Of course, all the professional tips about job interviews and resumes from a secular professional context also apply here. When you're applying to an institution, whether it be a church, a concert hall, or other musical venue, you want to do a bit of research into that institution's background. What are their goals as an institution? How do those align with your artistic values? When you find that they do align, emphasize those points in your interview, because that's the most fertile common ground that you have. At this stage of the interview process, most people can already play a really excellent Bach prelude and fugue. The way to differentiate yourself from the competition is those interpersonal skills and communicative ability that you will be practicing in anticipation of this interview. Making a human connection is what separates you from everybody else. Unlike an orchestral audition, which you play behind a screen, music is only a part of this particular job audition. There's a balance of your musical playing, which you've refined over the years, but also you need to bring in the personal connection, which will separate you from the other candidates. To conclude, competitions can be confusing. They can be controversial. For you, they need to be an individual choice where you consider the pros and cons of each competition, see how each specific competition might align with your artistic goals, and see how each competition can enhance your career as a young artist. Your long-term success as a musician depends not just on your excellent music making, but depends perhaps equally or even more so on the interpersonal connections that you create throughout your career. Good luck with all the competitions or job auditions that you might have in the future, and I wish you all the very best.